Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed the sanding all of the walls and prepping them. And it is time to start the vapor barrier. I feel like this is a long time coming, and I just hauled the very heavy package of vapor barrier down in the basement. I did not get it from Lowe's. I will insert links down below where I got it from and everything that I used during this project. But yeah, we're gonna install it. And if you missed my last video, the reason why we were doing this is they only installed vapor barrier about 3 feet up on the wall. We are gonna take that all the way up. And so that way it's completely encapsulated, and then we never have to worry about black mold again. So that is the goal, to say the least. But we are prepped, everything is painted, and we should be able to get rolling on it. I'm excited. So let's get to it. Now that it's unpacked, I think the best course of action is to actually roll out the length we need and then go from there, and then we'll cut it. I think we're gonna leave around 6 inches to overlap the corner joint. That way we're not messing with a giant roll. I think that should be the best way. If you would do something different, let me know. I just don't wanna wrestle with an 80-pound roll of vapor barrier, so I think we're just gonna do that. So let's roll it out. All right, now that we are cut and rolled out, we are going to go ahead and take the vapor barrier and just tack it in with some screws to the sill plate up here. Disregard this. We're gonna actually delete this pipe that's coming down on the other wall, so we'll get to that eventually. We're gonna take vapor barrier, unfold it, and we'll probably give ourselves at least 5.5 inches to wrap around the corner. If you would do more, let me know. I think 6 inches should be good, but let's go ahead and tack it up. We are now tacked up, and essentially now what we're gonna do is we're going to mark, I think I decided every 2 feet, and we'll probably do it in a like grid pattern. That way if any water were to ever come down, it has more of a chance to hit the drainage system that is built underneath our basement. Now, your question may be what the prior people did with their vapor barrier. Well, not the prior, but the prior before the prior. You understand. They didn't have any rhyme or reason of how many fasteners and what distance they were set apart. I know for a fact they did do them about 2 inches away from the top, and then on the bottom part, that is where their numbers got a little hazy. Like they would only do them, like one is 28 inches, the next one's 32, then 38 inches apart. So safe side, we're gonna go 24. I think that's the best case scenario. If you would do something different, let me know. But we'll get to marking, and I'm not sure if I wanna cut it just yet. I think I want to mark where the stuff is first, so let's mark it. I think the first ones we're gonna mark are on the other side, so I'm gonna do those really quick, and then we'll start marking on this big boy. Now that we have measured out where our little fasteners are gonna go, we're gonna actually go ahead and cut the bottom of the vapor barrier just so I don't keep tripping on it. I don't wanna pull these screws that are tacking on it any more than what I have to. This is where it gets tricky because they did cut, the person who owned this house did cut the existing vapor barrier. So I need mine to overlap. So we're gonna cut the bottom, and then when we get to the part where they screwed up and cut, that's where it's gonna get a little tricky. Welcome to the ground. Now we need to, essentially what's under here is a little lip, and we need to cut perfectly where it can slip into that little L coming out of it. Got my blade, and we're just going to essentially cut right here. And when we get to that, that's when we'll use scissors. You know, I realize this is a very niche problem, and maybe your prior owners of your house loved you. Mine did not. So, most of the stuff that I'm gonna be doing might not relate to you. Just letting you know. So right here, if you can see this, this is the prior vapor barrier, and we're gonna overlap at least around 6 inches. We're not gonna measure anything crazy, but essentially we're gonna cut up and then cut across. Cut and ready to fasten. Maybe wondering how we're gonna fasten this. I've seen, so the professionals have like a hydraulic, it looks like. I don't think I can say that word on YouTube. A hydraulic pew-pew thing. I don't have that. I'm not spending the money on that for just me doing this one time. So I got these fasteners from Amazon, and essentially they're called Christmas tree fasteners. I'll link them down below. Essentially you drill into the concrete and you force this guy in there. So I did pick up some more masonry bits from Lowe's, but I have a 500 pack of these, and funny story about these. I ordered like a 200 pack back in December, and that's when all of the septic issues happened. I have no clue where that bag is. I don't know. So I had to order these. That's why this project was a little delayed for me. So these had to come in, but yeah, let's get to fastening. I did it! Yay! 7,000 more to go. Okay, I know the lighting is terrible. That's what's new. I had to say goodnight to my daughter. The hubby is putting her down, so that means I can work. So we're just gonna try to bust all of this out. And now that that whole other side that we just did is fastened, we can start, we don't want to pull it too tight because we don't want to rip this, but we can start pulling it to be tighter. So that is what we're about to do. Time lapse. 3, 2, 1, go. My battery died. So this all the way down and up is attached. So now we've got the bottom half of the wall to do, and then she'll be done. Well, not really, but the vapor barrier will be attached. So, long time coming. Love it. One thing to consider when putting these Christmas trees in, make sure you're not too rough on the little focus. It's not gonna focus, is it? All right, well, just make sure you're not too hard on the head of it. I have broken at least 3 now, just by like putting them in, and maybe the hole wasn't the straightest and I pushed it a different way. So they will snap on you, just warning you. But besides that, 5 stars. They did the job. But let's get to attaching the rest of this. All right, so now I'm gonna show you my screw ups. Might as well not edit them out. Say one of the heads breaks off. You know the beautiful thing about a drill? You can just drill right through it and make your hole a little bit bigger. It's fine. So that's what I'm about to do, because I just broke a head off. There you go. Just drilled right through it. It's no biggie. They're cheap. Might as well do the project right. You're fine. And hopefully this one doesn't break off. I think the reason why that one broke off is we're just compressing that hole a lot more than the ones up top. So, moving on. All right, guys, she is done. Vapor barrier is on, sealed. I had to patch some holes over there, but it's nothing crazy. But yeah, it's installed. It's crazy. This has been sitting in my bedroom since December and has not been installed. You may be wondering, why was it sitting in the bedroom for three months? Because it's an 80-pound box and I didn't want to carry it downstairs. So I was like, that's your home for right now. But now it's on the wall, girl. It is on the wall. It's installed. Crazy. It's crazy. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Alrighty, so we just finished filming the pipe delete. It should be live now on the channel. But yeah, we are ready to continue with the vapor barrier on the other side of the wall. And our main goal is to get at least to the fireplace clean out, which is roughly like 10 feet down the big wall. We did just paint it, or if you can tell, we did finish painting it. So if it's dry, we could keep going. If it's not, then we're gonna have to wait. So let us measure it and install it, girl. All right. I am exhausted. On this video, you just saw me do the vapor barrier, but today, in reality, I painted the last bit of that wall. I fixed the plumbing and I did the vapor barrier. I'm exhausted and it's 8 o'clock, so I gotta go take a shower and figure out how to wash this paint out of my hair. I'm exhausted. How did I get paint? Oh my god, I have paint everywhere.
Kim, you're doing amazing, sweetie.
Push this.
All right. I guess I'll see you on day 3 of me trying to do the vapor barrier in my basement. I'll see you guys later. Bye. So it's been a hot minute since I worked in the basement. I don't know how many days, maybe a week. So we're gonna try to finish it up to the fireplace clean out, and then after that I think it'll be time to try to patch that hole. It's a giant hole that they cut. I would assume they did it because they wanted a fireplace down here. We are not going to have one, so I'd rather it just patched up completely, and then we can proceed with the framing. So our main goal is getting vapor barrier all the way to that side before my daughter wakes up, and she went down 30 minutes ago. So snap, snap, we gotta get on it. It's gonna be a lot of time lapses, warning you now. Just bear with me. I'm a little scatterbrained, but we're doing our best out here, okay? We're doing our best. Hi, Spider. Are you just passing through? This basement has so many freaking bugs. It's ridiculous. Okay, so we're just gonna measure, obviously, 6 inches on each overlapping part. It might get really confusing down that way, but if we have to trim anything, that'll be fine. So we are at 160 inches, actually like 160 and a half. So I just cut my piece. I cut it way too big. I already know I did, which is fine because that way I can overlap it. I can leave a little flap while we're doing the filling of that, or patching that hole. So let's get it installed, shall we? Okay. Vapor barrier is up, tacked up with some screws, and then mark every 2 feet in a grid pattern. You know what to do. It's gonna be like 30 minutes of my life, probably an hour, and like 10 seconds of yours. So let's do it. The top part is installed now, so my arms hurt. Top part is installed, and all I need to do is essentially tuck in the bottom piece like we did in the past, and then this part is done. So that's good. It's looking good. So let's go ahead and do the bottom part, and then we are running out of time. Daughter's gonna wake up soon. Let me check the baby monitor. She is still out, but it's just a matter of time at this point. So let's get the bottom part before the little baby is awake. Okay? Okay. Didn't know my camera battery died. I've just got into the flow of working.
I'm a professional. This is what I do.
But I went ahead and patched all of the holes that previous outlets were like fastened to the concrete wall, since it's going to be fastened to framing in the future. We obviously don't want holes in our vapor barrier. So patched those. Now it's time to move on to the hole. I had this left over from the ducts that I replaced, and I'm pretty sure 60 days was up that I could return stuff from Lowe's. I could probably try, but I don't want to be denied. So I'll just, I guess, keep them. I have extra ducts, so. And I have extra metal, but I went ahead and actually just dry fit, and this is exact same size as the hole that is over here. Not this side, but this crimped side. So what I think I'm gonna do is get one of our spare sheets of metal over there, lay this flat on it, do the circle, and then try to like probably cut like a little flaps. I think that'll work. All I'm trying to do is block the inside, which is like an arm length inside the wall. Just try to, if there is any like dust or whatever, it would essentially fall on this side. So I'm kind of creating this, but not. Obviously I'm not gonna be able to do that perfect little edge, but I think it should be good. Ignore the mess. This is the reality of someone who has ADHD and is doing a project and doesn't like to clean in between projects, so.
This is me. This is how I am. This is a lifestyle. This is it.
Okay, so we are on a time crunch. The baby is stirring. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this temporary fix. Just, yeah. We are essentially just going to use construction adhesive. Hopefully this will fit, hopefully. And this is just gonna be wedged all the way back in the hole as far as we can get it. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. We're not gonna drill or attach it in any way. There's not gonna be any force. It's just going to be sitting essentially on the back part of the concrete hole. Boards are falling on me, so let's remove this. Oh.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. I hate this. I don't like looking into holes, okay? It's dirty as crap. Yeah, should be good. So let's go ahead and get some construction adhesive, and then I'm just gonna place this here because I have that like fear that something's just gonna like, you know, jump scare. I hate jump scares. If you watch me on Twitch on Friday nights, 7:45 Eastern Standard Time, you would know I don't like jump scares. Shameless plug. Moving on. We're gonna come in with spray foam insulation, pack this hole, and then we'll go over with hydraulic cement. I think that's our best case scenario. All right, baby's awake, so I will see you guys either like in 2 hours or later tonight. So see you guys then. Welcome back. It is currently 8:32. Baby is in bed, and we're about to patch up a hole and finish the vapor barrier for this wall. Do I want to be doing this at 8:30 at night? No. No, I do not want to be, but here we are nonetheless. So, we are running on caffeine. I need to put on my shoes, and then we'll get this started. All right, see you in a second. Okie dokie. We have our shoes on. We've been sipping some tea. It's been like 10 minutes. It is time. to fill this. So we've got our gloves and we're using big gap filler. And then once this is cured, we'll go over with hydraulic cement and make it look as seamless as we can get it. I know it's not gonna be perfect, but we're gonna try. Try to patch it up as best as we can, and then we'll go from there. All right, I just cut this. We are gonna go ahead and install it. Let's get to it. I'm most likely gonna vibe out and install this because it is very repetitive. It is a vapor barrier. A vapor buried. It's late. It's now going on 11 o'clock. But guess what? This wall is officially sealed. It is encapsulated. Yeah. She's installed. That's crazy. Okay, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.